Hello! Welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Kimetsu no Yaiba episode 21. So, last episode, we found out that Tanjiro did not kill the demon, Rui. Apparently, he cut his own head off with his strings in order to keep himself from being killed. Pretty smart, if you ask me. Seeing as how I believe they said the only way they can die is with that special blade. Like the blades the demon hunters have. So, yeah, he kept himself alive. And then Tanjiro was too worn out from switching from his water breathing to his Hinokami dance breathing. So it put a lot of strain on his body, so he was really unable to move. He was kind of crawling on the ground, trying to get away. And before Rui could do his finishing move on him, Giyu showed up and saved him. And showed an 11th form to the water breathing techniques. As far as Tanjiro and the rest of us knew, unless you're a manga reader, there was only 10 techniques. So I don't know if this is like a secret technique or if this is something that Giyu came up with on his own. Either way, it was pretty cool. And he defeated Rui pretty easily. Like it wasn't even a challenge again for him. Then we cut to the sister who's running into the woods looking for the other demon slayer so that she can kill him. And she comes up on the guy we met earlier in the arc, the one that Tanjiro and Inosuke saved and was buying them time to get away so that they can go kill the mom. He survives and, well, runs into her, who traps him in this, like, web ball that has this secretion that melts. Said it was going to melt his clothes first, and then it was going to eat through him, making him mushy so that she can eat him. Unfortunately, the other demon slayer, I think her name's Sakura? I think it's Sakura. I could be wrong. She shows up and getting ready to kill her. And the sister tells her that she's being forced to do it, that if she doesn't, that the other demon will kill her. And Sakura's like, oh, that sounds horrible. And she tells her, we can be friends, but before we can be friends, you have to be punished, basically, for all the people you killed. And she doesn't go into that yet, but she asks how many people have you killed, and I believe she says 5. And that she only did it because she was being forced to. And she tells her, look, there's no need to lie about this. Just tell me how many you killed. And she's like, I'm telling you I only killed 5. And she's like, but I came in through, I think it was the west. She goes, the west side of the forest. And coming through that side, there was a ton of these web balls. I think she said at least 18 in that one section, but most likely there was a total of 60 people killed. I could be over exaggerating that, but there was a lot of people killed. And she said, in order for us to be friends, I'm going to have to basically torture you for every person that you killed. Otherwise, they won't get any redemption. And then once you've been cleansed, we can be friends. Saying that she might gouge out her eyes or cut open her stomach and start ripping out her insides for each person. The sister didn't like this and started trying to attack her. not that it was working at all. And she used, I don't know if it was some kind of illusionary technique that made it look like all these butterflies charged at her. And one landed on her finger and changed into blood. And then when they cut back, they show Sakura dive down and cut her, in a few places on her body, but doesn't cut off her head. Apparently, she is unable to cut off a demon's head. I think she said she is the only female demon slayer who cannot cut off a demon's head. However, she has created a poison using wisteria flowers in order to kill demons. So her blade is made specifically for that. It's very thin and quick, easy to, it's quick. The tip is I think one of the only spots on the sword that actually has a blade so that she can actually cut. And the poison is placed on the blade through the sheath. Some kind of special sheath she has that puts this poison on it. Then she cuts the guy out of the big ball. His clothes are all gone. And then we go back to Rui. Oh, before that, we had a flashback with the sister about how she became a part of the family. She was being chased by a bunch of demon slayers and just happened to come across Rui and his family's house. And he told her asked her, do you want me to save you? And says that if I do, then you have to become a part of my family. But she didn't want to die, so she's like, yes, please save me. So he kills, I think it was 4 or 5 demon slayers that were going to kill her, and brings her into the family. Apparently he can also pass on his power through his blood. He just cuts his hand open and puts a little in a little cup or a dish, and you drink it, and then you become more like him. There was a lot more family members. I think I counted at least 8 or 9. And basically they're all there based on fear. They joined his family because I guess he saved all of them at some point and gave them that ultimatum. Join my family or they can kill you or whatever. And this one sister wanted to leave, telling the other one about her plan, and said that she was the only one that she would tell and that she should come with her. And they start running away because Rui had gone down the mountain and was going to be gone, so it was basically their chance to go. But he was waiting for them because the sister, the one that we're seeing the flashback for, told him what her plan was, and he had strung her up on the basically the front part of the roof for the house, and just left her there to die by the sun. After Rui's head is cut off, he's still trying to kill Tanjiro and Nezuko, but is unable to. And I'm assuming we might learn a little more about that in this episode, but he's asked by, I believe it was the mother, why he's doing what he's doing with making them a fake family. And basically, he doesn't remember anything about his previous life as a human, and he felt that if he had a family, it might trigger something in his memories and he might remember who he used to be. But I mean, he's dead now, so I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this episode because I am excited to see what's going to happen. Alright, so the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. Turn this down a bit. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.